What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and well, of course, it's raining here, so nothing wants to work on my internet, of course. But I hope you're all having yourselves a great night, enjoying this beautiful weather, and staying safe out there wherever you may be. But look, we're live here tonight. We've got some important stuff to talk about. Obviously, Avonte Maddox release, something we have talked about the 15 ways the Eagles could create cap space, and you continue to see moves being made that here at On the Road to Victory. I will keep you up to date with all that stuff. So we knew this was a possibility. Let's, though, talk about it in case you missed any of that contract detail stuff. I will look at the updated depth chart, all the stuff you need to know with this move being made. But appreciate all of you taking the time. Appreciate your comments, liking the video, subscribing, sharing stuff, all that you are doing to support the channel. I cannot thank you enough. Buying the t-shirts. You guys are truly awesome. I just saw a link actually on the YouTube to get my shop linked to my YouTube page, so you guys can find that stuff easily. But appreciate each and every one of you taking the time here. Let's rock and roll. Talk about it here. Anything on your mind, throw it my way. Appreciate all of you guys. But hope you're having a great night. My man Troy in here. Let's go, baby. Hope you're having yourself a good night. Hope the little man had a great birthday. Let's rock and roll and talk some birds here. We've got Dank up in here. Let's go. Yo, let's go. Sicko season. Let's ride. And I see all that merchandise you guys are rocking across the globe, and I love every second of it. But let's take a look first and foremost what the money looks like. So if you were to look this up, you're wondering to yourself, what the hell? Like, they're not saving any money cutting him. But to me, what's going to happen is this is going to be a post June 1st cut. Now, you're only allowed to make a couple of those. So this is one of those players we talked about with the possibility of this happening due to, well, let's take a look at the difference in money. So if you were to release him right now, you are taking on 7.7 in dead money, only saving yourself almost $2 million there. So essentially, you're losing more than you're gaining. You don't want to do that. Now, sometimes you do that. You bite the bullet if you have to. But you can see with the way his contract is structured, post June 1st is the way to go, whether that be a cut or trade. Now, obviously, he is not being traded. He is being released. So you can look at the money there. And, well, now you only take on 2.5 in dead money, and you save that 7.1 in cap space. So you look at his cap hit, 9.6 million this season. Yeah, that's not going to fly. We talked about it. You have to do something, whether that was going to be restructure, extend, or save even more money and post June 1st designate cut him. And I do believe that is what's happening right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. So the Eagles will save an additional 7.1 million. And that is, when the time comes, and you want that, so you can still play, do things. And, you hear about got to sign the draft picks, this, that, the other thing. I'll show you that money. It's only a few million that you need. But we've got a lot of cap space, man. 41.9 mil. We're only adding to that. And once we sign a bunch of players this offseason, trade for people, draft people, whatever we do, we'll have some additional money coming our way. So, hey, look, they said that the door is still open for a reunion. So it's just this deal is not going to work out. Now, if they want to bring him back, they can. But we have talked about this cornerback room. You've got a lot of young talent here. And that's not to say they can't look into trading for someone. I know you guys want to talk about Patrick Surtain. Can't go out, or maybe a L'Jarius Sneed, try to sign someone, try to draft someone. All those things are still a possibility, but you've got a lot of young talent here. So I'll show you this just like we've been doing. All the people in green you're going to see are the free agents. Anyone in gray is a reserve future guy. So at corner, we're pretty stacked with, players that we've got there. Now, you've got Isaiah Rodgers coming off of suspension. I'm very excited about him. You've got Slay, and he now, as your other starter, your nickel corner, Avonte Maddox, now released. So he is a free agent, along with Byard, who was just released. So losing some secondary pieces, but you've got McPherson coming back from injury. Kaylee Ringo stepping things up. Bradbury obviously did not have a great year, so we'll see what happens there. But you got Job and Rick still under contract. Now, Bradley Roby's a free agent. Don't think he's coming back. But you've got Goodrich, Mullen, and Garner, all reserve future guys that will be here this summer competing. So a lot of young talent there. So Avonte Maddox, he may come back. He may not. But either way, the door is open there, but you can see that the Eagles may look to add, but still a lot of talent there at cornerback. So that's all the information, that I've got for you there when it comes to, what you need to know about it. But love to hear your thoughts on it, what you feel about this. If you would like to try to bring him back on a cheaper deal with a lesser cap hit, or, you're ready to move on, you think he's too injury prone. I know I hear all kinds of things about him throughout the years, but, you again have Isaiah Rodgers. Plays predominantly outside, but can play nickel. Now, you've got other guys that we just looked at there. Zach McPherson, most importantly, that could step in and be that nickel corner. So you've already got guys here. So we have, talent here, but we could also add even more, and we'll be just fine either way, in my opinion. Yo, my man John, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're having a great night. And mind you, Bob Sanders, always injured, but a damn good play. Well, I think Bob Sanders, Hall of Fame career, so a little different, but they do have dreadlocks. Now, I think that for me, Avonte, tough as nails. Love the kid, and I'm hopeful that he can stay healthy and maybe return. But if not, best of luck to him, and appreciate you tuning in as well, Tiffany. Let's go, and hopeful, either way that this cornerback situation gets figured out. Don't agree with this decision, but they had to make a decision on Maddox based on his injury history and amount of money. Well, no, it's just about the contract, as I just explained there a second ago. You weren't going to have him, and the way you could save the most money was by cutting him. So that's what you're doing. So as I just said, in case you missed it, the door is still open for him to return, but he was not going to be here under this contract. And you talk about that with Darius Slay, Fletcher Cox in years past, where you just aren't going to have that cap hit. Maybe you take on a little bit of dead money, but you bring them back a different cap hit. So the door is still open here, ladies and gentlemen. This is just part of the business. That's why, almost 2 months ago now, I made that video explaining, what you just saw there on his contract, the difference, what things do there. And if you guys ever have any kind of questions, I'll show it here again one last time. But if you ever, are confused as to what I'm showing you here, you see the numbers in green, that's money you save. Anything in white, that's negative money there. And try to simplify this chart as simple as I can, with the 4 dots. Those are the 4 things you can do with those players and what that does, So we talked about restructuring, extending, that would save some money, but you save a few more $1 million. And, it's just not going to work under that contract. So look, again, door still open, and, he can re-sign once free agency starts, do whatever the hell he wants. And I think that this team, they know what they're doing when it comes to the front office. So I trust in whatever they're doing. And this is why we talk about these things before it happens. You know what I mean? So that way, what's going on. And I wish it was the 13th as well, but don't fear. On the 11th, things will start to get wild, because you have that period where, tampering period, where you're allowed to do whatever you please. So you'll probably start on Sunday night hearing stuff. Then on Monday, you're already going to see certain guys that aren't technically free agents yet. Guys like Zach Ertz that were already free agents. You have the reserve future signings going on, things like that right now. But free agency will begin the legal tampering period on Monday. And then on next Wednesday, we'll have actual, free agency going on. I'm pumped up about it. I'll keep you up to date with everything I can throughout the league with the Eagles, all of the stuff we need to talk about. Free agency is always a good time. I love sicko season, and I was planning on putting out the linebacker show, was almost done with it earlier, had to go run somewhere. Then I came back, the Avonte stuff was happening. I'm like, holy sh. So this is what we're talking about tonight, but I've got a few days left to try to get out linebackers, corners, and safeties. I want to do special teams. I'm just not sure how much time. So I'll fit it in when I can, but I'm going to be a wild weekend trying to put that stuff out with work. I'm going to do what I can and show you guys all the free agents available, and we'll talk about these guys as they go. But going to be a good time. Hope you guys are strapped in. Yo, what's going on, Philly Reese? Hope you are doing well. Hope you're having a great night. Let's rock and roll. Want to hear your guys' thoughts. And I'm not sure. I think they might be, but well, if he's not on the Birds, he won't be. Dallas moving with his girlfriend, but they're in the no doubt, man. I don't really keep too much up with that stuff, but appreciate that. I'm here for a quick minute. Got to catch you now. Going to take. Hey, man, be safe. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to get rolling out here as well, but 13, I'm having more surgery. Yo, hope your surgery goes well, my man. Hope that everything is all right there. And you can always reach out here. But look, guys, hope you're all having yourselves a great night. Wanted to jump on, talk about the stuff. Going to do my best tonight. I'm going to get that linebacker stuff done. Get it recorded maybe tonight, put it out tomorrow. Then we'll do the corners, the safeties this weekend. And look, man, a lot of great free agents we've already talked about. Hopefully you've been able to go check out those shows. On offense, you've got every single position we went through, talked about what the Eagles have, what I think they should do with the draft, free agency, all that. And then we did it with the interior defensive linemen and edge rushers. So we've got the D-line done. We just need linebackers in the secondary. We're ready to rock and roll. So, look, appreciate all of you taking the time, whether you're watching this live, watching this later. You want to continue talking some birds, you know you can always comment down below, reach out many times. Oh, dude, that was a tough one for sure. But I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night. Again, you need anything, feel free to reach out. And look, we'll see if anything else crazy happens. I'll jump back. But if not, tomorrow you will get the linebacker show. You'll get Fan Friday on Friday. And this weekend, you'll get the secondary. All the special team stuff will be out Monday. And we'll be ready to rock and roll live each night, going through that free agency, everything that happens throughout the day. We'll talk about it with the Eagles and everyone else, our opponents, all that great stuff. Hope you're ready for it. Sicko season is in full effect. And I'm telling you, go check out those other videos. They've got a lot of great stuff out there. So let's go, baby. But hope you all have yourselves a great night. And you guys, really appreciate you taking the time. Appreciate you guys checking out that merchandise, everything, man. You guys are way too kind. But always try to be here. So if you need anything, I know you're always here for me. So appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. Have a great night. Stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!